right, so today we're dashing into something pretty fascinating, pretty dark too. We're looking at the many-faced god from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Got some interesting sources here. And they get into whether this god is maybe like an egregore. Have you heard that term before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm familiar. Like a thought form or something, right? Kind of gains power from everyone believing in it.
Exactly, yeah. But the source also asks if it could be something way, way deeper than that.
Right, even maybe a little creepy or straight up sinister.
So our mission today, I guess, is to untangle all this, see what this many-faced god is really about. You know, the one they worship at the House of Black and White.
Yeah, okay. So right off the bat, what's really interesting in the source material is how they present this god. It's not just another god in a pantheon, right? It's like the god of death. All other death gods, they're saying, are just different faces of this one.
Like a universal truth behind all the different death deities.
Exactly, like they're all just kind of misinterpretations of this one true god of death.
Huh. So then the source brings up this idea that kind of feels, I don't know, uncomfortable. If you worship death, does that mean you're against, like, creation?
Yeah. At first glance, you might think so.
But then there's this other side, this idea that, well, by accepting death, you're really just acknowledging how life has to end. Just being realistic.
Right, like you're not anti-creation, you're just recognizing this, like, fundamental part of existence.
It is kind of bleak, though, when you put it like that.
Yeah. I mean, it puts Arya Stark's whole journey in a new light, doesn't it? She goes to the House of Black and White, wants to become a faceless man. But why? Because she's driven by revenge?
And to do that, she has to go through this crazy training. She's learning to use poison, how to lie, to hide all her feelings, how to fight, of course.
Right, and she's stripping away everything that makes her her.
That whole no one thing, it's intense.
Intense. And then there's the blindness.
Oh, yeah, that part's wild. Like, what's that about?
It's like the sensory deprivation thing. It shows just how devoted you gotta be to this whole belief system.
It's a huge commitment.
Yeah, and this is where this whole idea of an egregore starts to fit in.
Okay, so how does that work?
Well, think about the power of the beliefs surrounding this god. It's not just a small group, right? It's like a ton of cultures across Westeros who all believe in this many-faced god in some form.
So their belief could actually be creating this powerful entity.
Potentially, yeah. The more people believe, the stronger it gets.
So it's not just about death as this natural thing. It could be something more.
Active, yeah, exactly. Especially when you think about the Faceless Men.
They're literally assassins serving the god of death.
Bringing death to people, not just accepting it.
Yeah, that adds a whole other level to things. Like, is this god actually controlling them?
That's where it gets really murky, right?
And then the source brings up spiritual horns. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, it's kind of out there. It's basically saying that we get too caught up in what we know, what we remember, what we think is true, and then that confuses us, makes it hard to see things clearly.
Okay, so relating that back to the many-faced god.
Right, it's like we can't get stuck on just one interpretation. Is it just the natural cycle of life and death? Is it this egregore thing? Or is there something way darker going on?
Don't get conceptually stuck.
Exactly, don't limit your thinking.
So for you listening, think about it. Even in a fantasy world, these big abstract ideas, these shared beliefs, they have so much power. Where does that power come from? What makes something like that so influential? It's kind of like those big symbols we have in our own world, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, where does their power really come from?
It's a good question to ask. So what are we left with here? What can we say about this many-faced god?
Well, based on what we've looked at, this many-faced god, it could be a few things. It could be this one single god of death just showing up in all these different words. It could be, just like the source says, that representation of death as this natural ending. Or it could be a powerful egregore formed by all the belief in Westeros.
Or, you know, it could be something way more deliberate, even scary, considering the whole Faceless Man thing.
Right. Like it's not just passive, it's actively involved. That's the mystery of it.
Big time.
Yeah.
And that brings me to one last thought. People are always fascinated by death, by the unknown.
Yeah.
So what does it say about us that we keep coming back to these figures like the many-faced god? Why are they so captivating?
Maybe, just maybe, these fictional mysteries, they're tapping into something deep inside us, you know? That human need to figure out what happens after we die, what it all means. Like, we're all trying to make sense of these big questions.
And that's what makes it so interesting to explore.